Okay, let's talk about a brand that didn't just join the car world, it literally invented it. We're going to dive deep into the incredible story of Mercedes-Benz, all the way from its very first patent to what they're cooking up with AI for the future.
So here's the big question, right? How does an icon stay an icon for over 100 years? I mean, really, how do you not just survive but stay at the very top of your game for that long? Well, the answer, as we're about to find out, is all about never ever standing still.
And to really get it, you've got to go way, way back to the beginning. Because before Mercedes-Benz was this byword for luxury, it was the answer to a super fundamental question. How do you make a carriage move without a horse?
So, it all kicks off in 1886. Carl Benz patents the patent Motorwagen. And let's be clear, this isn't just a car, it's the first car, period. Then, jump to 1901, and the first car actually called a Mercedes hits the road, totally changing the game. And then, the big one, 1926. Daimler and Benz, they merge. And that's when we get the iconic three-pointed star we all know and recognize today.
But they didn't just stop there. Nope. Once they'd invented the car, they set out to prove they could make the fastest and the best. This is where the legend was really born, on the racetrack, forged in silver and speed.
And if you want one car that just screams this era, it's gotta be the 300 SL Gullwing. I mean, look at it. But what's so cool is that those famous doors, they weren't just for looks, not at all. They were a total engineering necessity because of the car's racing-style frame. It's the perfect example of pure function creating this absolutely timeless, iconic look.
And that racing DNA, it had some serious results. We're talking a top speed of 163 miles an hour. Just think about that. In the 1950s, that was just unheard of. It made the Gullwing the fastest production car in the world at the time. A total engineering marvel.
Yeah, and this quote from back then really nails it. People didn't just see a great car, they saw a car from the future. This is how Mercedes cemented its reputation, by using pure, raw performance to prove they were thinking light years ahead of everybody else.
And that obsession with speed never went away. Fast forward a few decades, and you've got legends like the 19E Cosworth just dominating touring car races. It's that same formula, right? Engineering excellence equals winning on the track.
Okay, so speed was one thing, but that was only half the picture. Mercedes took all that brainpower, all that intensity from the racetrack, and pointed it at something totally different, defining what modern luxury even means. And we're not just talking comfy seats here. It was a whole new philosophy.
And this is the key thing to understand. The S-Class was never just about the fancy leather and wood trim. It was a laboratory on wheels. For Mercedes, luxury meant safety. It meant technology that would one day be in every car. All that stuff we take for granted now, ABS, airbags, crumple zones, so much of that was introduced to the world in an S-Class.
So that brings us right up to today. And the big challenge now? It's not just about engines or even safety anymore. It's about the massive shift to electric. And guess what? Mercedes is tackling it with that exact same pioneering DNA.
I mean, just look at this comparison. It tells the whole story. You go from 35 horsepower and, maybe a 70-mile range if you were lucky, to an all-electric car that can do over 750 miles on a single charge. The leap in technology is it's insane. But the core idea is exactly the same. Push the absolute limits of what a car can do.
And this concept car, the Vision EQXX, is not just a step up for them. It's a wake-up call for the entire industry. You can see it right here. Its range technology basically doubles what some of the top competitors are putting out. That right there is what it looks like to lead, not just follow.
So, where do they go next? The next big leap isn't just about what powers the car. It's about how smart it is. We're talking a complete rethink of how a car is even designed and what it's like to actually be inside one.
And that brings us to this wild idea, the AI-designed car. What does that even mean? Well, it means using artificial intelligence to run millions and millions of simulations, optimizing every single surface for things like aerodynamics and efficiency in a way no human team ever could. This is the next frontier of car design, for sure.
And the end goal here is pretty clear. They're aiming for a future where your car isn't just a car anymore. It's an autonomous, AI-driven personal space. Think about that shift. From a company that perfects the engine to a company that perfects the experience. Your car becomes a seamless part of your life.
Which leaves us with a really fascinating question to chew on. As cars get this smart, this integrated, the line gets really blurry, doesn't it?
So will the great automotive pioneer of the future be defined as a car company or as a technology company?